When we had last left Magdalene, the process for researching the mural's contents had begun, and it involved running around town talking to all sorts of people, but also kind of uncovering weird shit like a plague of frogs that would perhaps be beset upon Tassing by the twins Apollo and Artemis. Also, Martha was thinking of joining the convent, but was maybe about to be convinced not to. Now, it was time to go look inside of the convent and maybe look around a bit more before furthering the investigation into the mural. This is Pentiment. Welcome back. Should we look in here at the shrine real quick? Anyone? Nope. Fair enough. Okay, let's head on down. Or head on out, I should say. Head over to the convent garden. Alright. Gertrude, do you have anything different to say now?
God bless you, Magdalene.
God bless you, Sister Gertrude.
Are you doing all right? Father Thomas told us about your father's attack. You were incredibly courageous to run to Dr. Stoltz so quickly, especially when the attacker could have been about.
I had to do something. Even if whoever attacked Dad was still there, I had to do something. I didn't even think of that. I acted on instinct. I only knew Dad needed help as soon as possible. Honestly, Sister, I was terrified. I only thought of Dr. Stoltz because there was so much blood. Huh. How do we want her to have thought? I kind of like this. I didn't even think of that. I acted on instinct. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's go with that.
There's no doubt that the Lord gave you the presence of mind in that moment. I lit an extra votive candle in Saint Satia's shrine for each of you this morning.
Thank you, Sister Gertrude. Dead spirits have been up, but I know he doesn't have much time. Dad says that the pain has gone down, but Dr. Stoltz is worried about a brain hemorrhage. He hasn't been able to get up or walk around without my help. Sister Gertrude, I don't know what to do. Let's kind of tell her that we feel kind of helpless here. I don't know what to do.
Oh, Magdalene. I wish I had better words to share with you, child. All we can do is follow Dr. Stoltz's expertise and trust in the Lord. I'll see if I have any psyllium left in the convent. If you blend it with broth or warm wine, it will heat his brain and prevent infection.
It will heat his brain? Thank you, Sister. I'm grateful for all the help everyone in Tassing has provided. I pray you're right. I'm trying to keep busy with the mural, but sometimes I just want to cry. It's just not fair. Why would God let this happen? I feel so helpless all the time. I kind of want to say the last one. Why would God let this happen? I feel so helpless all the time.
I don't know, Magda. We cannot foresee the Lord's will or plan. Perhaps this is his way of letting you work on the mural. Whatever it is, he will turn it to good. He sees beyond time itself, but we are constricted by the present. I've been around long enough to see fruits, even when I thought the devil had his fruits, even when I thought the devil had burned the fields. Keep faith, Magdalene.
Thank you, Sister. Your words warm my heart. I'll do my best. I just wish this never happened at all. I just wish this never happened at all. God bless you, Sister.
God bless you, Magdalene.
Right, since I'm kind of playing her characters like having a good relationship with Klaus, I figured that feels like in character for how I want to play her. Let's pet the son of Moosefinger again. There we go. Hey, here's a question. Is this other, even younger cat, is this just like it looking like a kitten? Or is it also drawn in a different art style? Because this kitten is of a different generation. Could it be? Could it be that it looks different because it's of a younger generation? This is like, we're talking about like a fucking next-gen kitty cat? Hey, Margaret.
God bless you, Magdalene.
Thanks, Margaret. Let's check over here. We haven't really had much of a conversation at all with any of the poor Claires. And I've really only ever met with Franziska. I'm not even sure if there's any others here at the moment. Franziska? Oh, okay.
God bless you, Magdalene. I had been hoping to speak with you. Do you perhaps have a moment?
Of course, Mother. How can I help?
I had heard that you had taken up the mural in the Wrath House after your father's terrible attack.
Yes, I'm excited to paint the town's history. That's right. What of it? Let's go with that.
Your enthusiasm and insistence is most troubling to some people in town.
I know the council was hesitant at first, but they all agreed I could do it. Some people? You wouldn't happen to be including yourself in that group, would you? Some people? Let's say that.
Yes, Magdalene, myself included. I understand how you must have struggled with your mother's passing while you were so young. Without a maternal figure to guide you, it is no wonder your spirit has wandered and wavered from its nature.
I'm not sure what you mean, Abbess. What? My spirit's fine, thanks. I'm not sure what you mean, Abbess.
The pursuit of such trades is not for women, but men. As Paul writes, God calls women to work at home, not in trades. While supporting your father is laudable, taking on his work is imprudent. There are plenty of young men in Tassing worthy of you, or perhaps you have a different calling. I'd like to offer you a place here, among the sisters.
I understand you may disagree with my choices, but I'm not going to stop painting the mural, Mother Franziska. My dad taught me how to run the shop, and I love printing. What's wrong with working as a printer? Wait, who's saying I'm troubling? And how did you hear that anyway? Aren't you all stuck up here? Who's saying I'm troubling?
Magdalene, your insistence to paint the mural has been the talk of the town. Even the sisters hear something of what affects Tassing. But if you must know, Father Thomas suggested that joining the convent may be good for you. I agree with him.
I appreciate your concern, Mother, but I assure you, you have nothing to worry about. Father Thomas? Might have to talk with him about this. You both need to stop. Gossip isn't very Christian, Mother Franziska. How harshly do we want to come on here? Huh. I'm down for the second or third one here. Father Thomas. I might have to have a talk with him about this.
I pray he can offer the guidance you are looking for, Magdalene. God bless you.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, Father Thomas, not so cheery when, we're not a man, huh? Okay. I see. Let's see, over here. Going over this way, head on down. Good. Check over here, too. Nope, that's locked. Very tempting, though, that it does have an icon there. Even if it is locked. Both of these, you know? Alright. Let's head on over to... Who all do we have left that we haven't had a check-in with at this time of day? I think it's just like Martin Bauer, Hans Bauer, and Gertner Farm, right? I think it's just like this string down here in like southern Tassing. Right? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's go have a check-in, and then maybe... What should we go for first? I'm kind of very enthused by the salt mine, but I don't know if we should do that. Fuck it, you know what? Let's talk to Father Thomas here real quick. Good day, Father Thomas. Heard you were talking shit. God bless you, Magdalene. Might I have a word with you, Father? I got a bone to pick with you, Father. Given all your sermons against it, Father, I didn't expect you to be the town gossip. Like, how out of line can we get here before it backfires on us is what I wonder. You know, like, eventually, this is gonna, like, they're gonna get mad. They're gonna be like, we need to put this talkative woman back in her place or something, right? Huh. Okay. Which, in and of itself, this is a very nice way of sort of highlighting the privilege that we had playing as Andreas, even when he was not a master, right? It, like, once again, from playing as non-master Andreas to master Andreas, that was sort of highlighting like differences of class, I guess. And then now here, this also has the class difference, of course, but now we also have like a gender one as well. Okay. Like, I kind of do want to like, I do kind of want to, like, me as a player, against the better interests of Magdalene living in this time, I kind of do want to push and just see how far I can get, you know? There is a temptation. Let's tread carefully, right? Might I have a word with you, Father? Of course, Magdalene. What's the matter? I've heard you still disapprove of my taking over the Rathouse mural. I don't take kindly to your gossip with Mother Francisca about me. Oh, look, they're color-coded again for Grobian and Beatrice, which we don't have that sort of mind palace, right? Huh. Or maybe we do, but it'll be different. Right? Maybe we will see that. Maybe we've got our own fun mind palace. I don't take kindly to your gossip with Mother Francisca about me. Magdalene, your work on the mural is no secret. Of course your progress will be the talk of the town. I never meant for my discussion with the abbess to be taken for gossip, Magdalene. However, I am worried about your attitude toward your work. You displayed quite the insistence when you took up the project. An insistence that neither Mother Francisca nor I agree is healthy. Huh. Respectfully, Father, I don't believe this is any of your concern. So you and Mother Francisca tried to convince me to join the Poor Clares? Just admit it. You're only saying this because I'm a woman. You wouldn't tell Utz or Croft this shit. Ooh, how hard do I want to come down here? I feel like it definitely, if I click this, is definitely going to say Father Thomas will remember this, right? Huh. Fuck, how much do I want to push? Right? I want to push a lot. You wouldn't tell Oates or Croft this shit. Oh, it didn't. It didn't say he'll remember it. That is precisely why I'm concerned in the first place. Your attitude and behavior display a character that is not fitting for a young Christian woman. Magdalene, you are severely lacking the wisdom to understand your situation. Your father is in no condition to guide you, and you've gone motherless for most of your life. Mother Francisca and I are merely doing what we think is right. You need some sort of guidance. We agreed that you might be more open to the idea if Mother Francisca presented it.
And isn't it, Magdalene is like in her 20s, right? She's like a grown-ass woman as well. I hear your concern, Father, but this isn't your place. If I need your help, trust me to ask for it. I'm not some orphan who needs to be taken care of by the church, Father. I can look after myself. You're a gossip and a meddler, Father. Stop trying to influence my decisions and leave me to my mural. Huh. I'm not some orphan who needs to be taken care of by the church, Father. I can look after myself.
Of course, Magdalene. I apologize. I did not mean to overstep my bounds. The Lord called me to act, so I did.
Thank you, Father.
God bless you, Magdalene.
And right, like, at the same time, as much as I dislike it, like, there is the sort of, like, double-edged sword of the time period in which, like, how much can I really lay this at the feet of Father Thomas, rather than him just carrying out, like, years and years of, I don't know, being part of a systemic problem, you know? Okay, let's check down here. But at the same time, you know, he is perpetuating it right before our very eyes. And what are we to do? Just fucking roll over? All right, Brigitte. Magdalene, how are you keeping? I'm eager to continue work on the mural. I have so much to do before Christmas. Fine enough, given the circumstances. Let's say that. Are you getting enough rest? I know how hard it is to manage a house alone, and you have the shop and mural to worry about too. I remember Clara wishing she had a distraction. You might see her about helping you and your father through this difficult season. How is Klaus, by the way? Any improvement? You're one of the only people who've asked how I'm doing before asking about my dad. His mind is fading. I pray for him every night. Huh, let's say this. You're one of the only people who've asked how I'm doing before asking about my dad. Ellipses. I know how it is to be the sole caregiver. Yourself disappears behind the needs of the person you're looking after. I worry about you, carrying that weight alone. I remember when my dad fell. Oh, right, of course. We cared for him best we could. But those few months before he passed were a tough time for everyone. But I believe God will pull your dad through whatever the doctor says. We need him. God willing, you're right. I am at his mercy. I don't know what I'll do if he dies. I feel crazy even thinking about it. God willing, you're right. I'm at his mercy. God willing, amen. Ellipses. Have you thought about what you'll do if your dad doesn't come through this? Dad would want me to keep up the printing press. I truly don't know. I can't think that far ahead right now. Dad would want me to keep up the printing press. Wouldn't that be a sight? Are you sure you could handle it? It's a lot to manage on your own. But you're a good girl, Magda. There are any number of families in Tassing who'd be happy to take you. You have someone in mind, don't you? I promise you I do not. You must mean oats. Let's be blunt about it. You must mean oats. He's about as subtle as his father. God rest Otto's soul. Ah, I miss him. I wish I got to meet him. Properly, I mean. He made an impression, that's for certain. Oh, the girls around town knew better than to moon after him, though that didn't stop some of us. He was Ava's from the start, as Oates appears to be yours. Ellipses. But if nothing ever comes of that, know you're always welcome in my family, Magda. Croft's a nice, hard-working boy. He's got a sharp mind. He can provide for a family. Are you trying to set me up with your son? I'm not sure we're a good match. Are you trying to set me up with your son? Can you blame a mother for trying? You're a good, respectable girl, Magda. Any family would be lucky to have you as a daughter. I guess I'll consider it. Man, are we actually legit gonna have to choose? Holy fuck. I guess I'll consider it. I don't mean to be rude, but I'd prefer to decide in my own time. I'm not sure we're a good match. Man, we may actually have to choose. Will there be another time skip? I guess I'll consider it. Thank you, sweet girl. Not every marriage starts off on solid footing, but if you pray and work and trust in the Lord, you can find it in time. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, believe me. If it's not working out, how can you be sure a couple belongs together? You're not making the prospects sound very enticing. Maybe I'll never get married. If it's not working out, how can you be sure a couple belongs together? God knows. He brings people together for a purpose. We don't need to understand it, only to have faith in providence. Ellipses. In any case, I should get back to the chores. Remember what I said. Whatever happens, you're always welcome in my home. I wonder if she's still seeing Veronica. Oh, shit, I said it. Oh, fuck, I said it. Oh, right, the book about Martin. I accidentally clicked. All right, well, I'm glad I said that instead of something else, because I would have wanted to bring that up. Martin is supposed to have stolen it from that Baron who was killed years ago. Do you know what happened to it? Oh. I hope this doesn't get me in any trouble, but I still have it, hidden in a drawer. What? Martin left it behind when he ran off. Why'd you keep it? Huh. I guess it was one of the last few things from him. Right? And even as much as she kind of, like, was annoyed or despised old Martin, it was still kind of a reminder of that part of her life, you know? Which, fair enough, you know? Sometimes we just do that for whatever reason, even if it's not, like... I don't know, maybe it's a way to look back at how far you've come, or how things used to be, and sort of be happy that they're not quite that way, you know? I think not everyone has that sort of feeling about how bad not how bad shit used to be necessarily, but like how they felt. Not everyone has that feeling about reminiscing over periods that were shitty in their lives, right? But some people totally do, right? What was I supposed to do? The Baron was killed soon after, and there I was, holding his stolen book. I didn't want Martin to get in any more trouble than he was already in. I wonder if we could have ever found this as Andreas, or if she does keep it the whole while. I never read it, though. I don't read well. I could take it off your hands. No one would ever know you kept it. Can I have it? Negotiate. No one would ever know you kept it. Ellipses. I trust you to be true to your word, Magda. I'd like to have nothing more to do with it, to be frank. It reminds me of difficult times. Oh, okay, there you go. A stolen book of a dead nobleman in our home. Perhaps it spoiled our milk and turned our eggs all these years. Here you are. Please, don't tell anyone I had this. Ah, Historia Tassing. It's in Latin, which I don't read well. I'll puzzle over it in the evening. Thank you, Brigitte. You've been a big help. Of course, Magda. Be well. God bless. You too, Brigitte. Until later. Wow. Okay, fuck. We finally found it after all this time. Hey, Martin. Morning, Magdalene. How's Klaus? Enduring. Even when his speech is slurred, he keeps a cheerful heart. I don't know what life would be like without him. Klaus is a good one. A good man, Magdalene. Tassing is a better place thanks to him. He's one of the few in Tassing who hasn't been on my back all this time. What do you mean? Don't pretend like you haven't heard. Townsfolk whispered shit about me for years. So what if I occasionally get into a few brawls? I'm an honest man. I wasn't involved with what happened to Otto Zimmerman. I supported his cause. I pulled my weight around here, tilled the soil, salted the meats, provided for Brigitte and Croft. I've done enough back-breaking work for this family. Can't a man have a damned rest? Why are you always getting into fights anyway? Brigitte supports you in all this, doesn't she? I believe you, Martin. You seem like you could use a respite. Why are you always getting into fights anyway? Sometimes an asshole just needs to get his teeth pounded in. Does beating the shit out of someone really solve a problem? This pointless violence injures your soul. I don't know, depends on how big of an asshole they are. Right? It depends on how what exactly the situation is. Sometimes they really are that bad. Huh. Does beating the shit out of someone really solve a problem? Maybe. Don't want to solve problems, though. Don't have the patience anymore. Had enough. Just want what I'm owed. Ellipses. Right. I've lost enough time to this as it is. Time for you to go. Until later, Martin. Huh. Okay. Just want what I'm owed. I wonder what that means. Okay. Head on over here. Hans Bauer Farm. Judah. Or Yutta. Hey, Magdalene. Hetty? Oh. Hello, Magdalene. How's the mural coming? I hear you browbeat the council into letting you do it yourself. I don't care about the council. I only want to finish the mural for my dad. It took some work, but yes, I convinced them to let me paint the rat house. Yes. They didn't have a chance against me once I'd set my mind to it. I don't care about the council. I only wanted to finish the mural for my dad. You're a dutiful girl, Magdalene. No one can fault you for that. But you painting the Wrath House? I can't imagine that would have happened when I was a girl. Only those old Benedictine sisters ever did much art. Do you think they were happy without anyone around to need things from them? What a life. Except for the prayers, of course. Listening to Father Thomas on Sundays is enough for me. Anyway, it's good to see you standing up to the council. That Zimmerman boy seems to have a good head on his shoulders, though. Once you're set down with him, you'll have a good life ahead of you. I do like him. I think we could learn to love each other. I think I'd rather marry for love, Hetty. Oats? I'm not going to marry him. It's hard to think of the future right now with what's happened to my dad. I think I'd rather marry for love, Hetty. Love comes in time, Magdalene. You'll see. Besides, that Oates is a good boy. You could do worse. Maybe. We'll see. I could do better. But you were always going to forge another path, just like your mother. I have no use for the world beyond Tassing, but I wish you luck in it. Thanks, Eddie. I'll see you later. Until then. Man, I totally bet, like, there will be another time skip and we'll be with someone, and that'll be a big point. Either that or it'll totally, like, subvert my expectations of that happening. Simon, who are you, really?
Hey, Magdalene. I heard what happened to your dad. How's he doing?
Resting. He suffered a severe blow to the head. I'm worried to say the least.
Hans sends his regards. The Bauer household is praying for his swift recovery.
Thank you, and thank Hans and Judah as well.
I will. Klaus has always been such a bedrock of Tassing. I'd hate for him to die. It'd be, sorry.
It's fine. I fear it as well. It's best not to ignore one's fears. He's not going to die. I won't allow it.
Holy shit! Damn, fuck!
Huh. It's fine. I fear it as well. It's best not to ignore one's fears. Do you miss your father? Your real one, I mean.
Do I miss him? Kind of. I don't remember Joseph at all that much.
Who was Joseph again? Yeah, okay. Yeah, same, honestly, dude. I don't remember him all that much either.
He's become a haze of sorts. A faint echo, a feeling, an occasional emotion. I was so young when he got killed. Mom said that I had trouble understanding what happened for a long time.
I understand. My mom, she's like an empty hole in my life. I have nothing of her. It's not easy to experience with this type of loss and grief. Yeah, we totally relate. I understand. My mom, she's like an empty hole in my life. I have nothing of her.
Ah, yeah. You never even got to see her, right? Not even a memory, huh? Suppose you have yourself for comparison. God molded you after her. I can imagine how she could have been like, stubborn and unruly, yeah?
But can I know if I'm actually like my mom? All I have are stories from people. If that is what it takes, I don't see people of wealth and power giving the rest of us much headway. I'm not stubborn and unruly. But can I know if I'm actually like my mom? All I have are stories from people.
Well, you read books, don't you? Stories are about things that are true.
Books and stories are about a lot of things. Not always.
Really? What's the point of books, then? Oh, well, I can't read anyway.
Would you want to learn?
Don't have the time. Work on the farm never ends, especially with the taxes eating at us. Anyway, the winter draws closer, so I got a lot of preparations to take care of. I truly hope Klaus recovers soon. God look after you both.
Until later, Simon. Huh. I mean, Simon seems alright, but I don't know, like, is he even on the table for, like, if Magdalene needs to marry someone, is Simon available? I don't know. Like, the thing about Simon is, like, sure, he's, like, uneducated, but he's, like, and maybe he's even just dumb, you know, like, right? Maybe he's both uneducated and dumb, though it seems like he's definitely uneducated. I don't know if he's actually dumb, though, right? But one thing is for certain, he seems way more, like, emotionally intelligent, right? Even if he is, like, a doofus, he definitely seems like fairly emotionally competent, right? And was able to, like, relate to us, even if he, like, didn't fully put everything together about us. But, you know, like, it was a pretty meaningful conversation there. Anyway, Hans.
Hello, Magdalene.
Hello, Hans. Ellipses.
I hope your dad recovers quickly. He's a good man.
Dr. Stoltz thinks I should prepare myself for the worst. Thank you. I'll tell him you said that. I hope so, too. Dr. Stoltz thinks I should prepare myself for the worst.
I'm sorry, Magdalene. I'll pray it doesn't come to that. This town has seen too many terrible things, but we've recovered before. Maybe the Lord will return your dad to health, too.
I pray you're right.
Be glad you have this time with him, I say. I wish I had as much with Heilwig,
Lipsies.
Anyway, I should get back to it.
Until later, Hans. Yeah, see, he didn't really, like, even there, just between these two, right? Like, he didn't really want to discuss it, you know? Which, fair enough. He doesn't really know me. Okay. Let's talk with fucking ill Peter here. Hello, Peter. Can I talk to you for a moment?
What's that?
I was wondering if you could tell me some of the stories about Tassing.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
This feels like Magdalene.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Damn it! Don't you shout at me!
I'm sorry, Peter. You didn't hear me. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry.
What do you want anyway?
I was wondering if you could tell me some of the stories about Tassing.
Oh, the old tales, huh? It's been so damn long since anyone had a thought to ask me about what I know. But there's still a few of the old tales knocking about in this skull.
Are there any myths from even before the Romans came to Tassing? Do you know any Roman legends about Tassing? Are there myths from before even the Romans came?
Of course there are. The Romans weren't the first to live here, you know. There are spirits older than the saints that live in these woods. Older than the Romans. They protected Tassing before St. Moritz ever set a blessed foot in town.
What sort of spirits? But Father Thomas says that the only good spirit is the Holy Ghost. Everything else is the devil. I thought spirits only cause trouble, spoiling milk, making livestock sick, things like that. Let's bring up Father Thomas, right? I feel like this also works well because of what we picked for our little heart symbol. I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it was from one of the books that we would read. Father Thomas says that the only good spirit is the Holy Ghost. Everything else is of the devil.
And if that were true, then Tassing wouldn't have been around for the Romans to take. It's Perkta and our wild hunt that scare the evil ones away. They protected Tassing since its founding day. Long before those Romans, our ancestors roamed these mountains under a great chieftain called Aratus. Now, folk weren't as kind as they are now, and the tribes fought one another for their best land. The old chieftain was this yellow-bellied coward who neglected the old gods. He was too proud to make offerings. Because of him, the gods favored other tribes, and Regis' people had no land to call their own. Instead, they wandered through these mountains and valleys, hunting and gathering what they could to survive. One day, when winter was approaching, Regis went hunting and found a wounded wolf tangled in a trap. But instead of killing the beast, as most men would, He helped the beast and loosed it from its bounds.
Was the wolf a spirit in disguise? Why would he do that? Wolves kill livestock. Carl told me 2 of his sheep were killed by wolves last month. Sounds like Ratus was a bad chieftain too. Even I know it's foolhardy to let a wolf loose when you're hunting. Huh. Let's be more inquisitive rather than sort of mean toward his little story here. Why would he do that? Wolves kill livestock. Carl told me 2 of his sheep were killed by wolves last month.
Pfeiffer doesn't keep after his flock well enough, then. As for you, let me get on with the telling of it and stop being a gossip if you want an answer.
Sorry, Peter. Please, keep going. Damn you, old man. I want to say that. Damn you, old man.
What was that?
Sorry, Peter. Please, keep going. So fucking good.
The old gods are keen to repay favors done, and Prakta is a goddess of the wild hunt. The wolves are her animals. She leads the wild hunt, and the wolves lead the hunts of the forest. Back in my day, folks knew it was bad luck to kill a wolf. Now, I'm the only one who remembers these things. Prakta saw Ratus' action and took favor on him, and told the wolf to lead the chief to a sacred spring. Ratus led his people to the spring and claimed it for his homeland, and we've been in this valley ever since. Then those damned Romans came and destroyed everything. But you see, there were the gods protecting this place before St. Moritz. It's why a few of us still honor Prakta. She protects us against witches and fiends.
It's a wonderful story. Perfect for the first part of the mural. But God protects us from spirits and devils now. We don't need Prakta. Our salvation is in Christ. That's all superstition. All this sounds like a story told to children. It's a wonderful story. Perfect for the first part of the mural. Fuck, I want to do it. Should we just play Magdalene as, like, rebelling as hard as possible, only to see it get real fucking ugly, I presume, toward the end of it? Fuck it, yes. It's a wonderful story. Perfect for the first part of the mural.
Good. Nice to know I can still be of some use in this town.
What about the Romans? Do you know any Roman legends of Tassing?
Roman legends? I don't follow stories from outside the tales of gods that aren't our own. The Romans did nothing but conquer our people and destroy this town. We spent generation after generation building Tassing back up from those days. And still, our traditions keep dying, with no one to carry them on. Only Ursula's giving a damn about them these days.
Oh, shit, remember! We couldn't convince her as Andreas. That maybe is the effect. I'm asking about them right now. That's why I want to know, Peter. These stories need to be on the mural. That's why I want to know, Peter. These stories need to be on the mural.
The mural, huh? Fine. I don't know any of the old Roman shit.
All right. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for sharing your stories with me, Peter.
At least someone wants to listen to me. Little Ursula used to sit by me years ago. Listen to everything about the old customs. Too busy for that now, of course. But you might talk to her. She might remember more than I do now. Used to listen to the widow, too. Old Atilia knew more about the old ways than any of us. I'm tired. Talking so much has made my jaw ache.
I'll leave you to rest then. God bless you, Peter. Okay. Oh, Into the Mind's updated. Oh, right, because of Roman stuff. All right, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a quick drink. Doing Peter's voice fucked me up a little bit. Though, frankly, also at the same time, Mondays of doing a Morrowind Dunmer voice kind of prepared me for it. Big Jorg! Ah, Magdalene. How are the hinges on your doors? Fine, I guess. Excuse me? Oh, because of the break-in, is that what you're getting at? Excuse me? The door hinges at home. Are they in good working order? To be honest, I never really checked. I'm more worried about taking care of the press and looking at door hinges. Well, our door's still open, so I expect they are. I'm more worried about taking care of the press and looking at the door hinges. I've never really checked. Right. Huh. Maybe Andreas should take a look at them. I would have asked your father, but, well... Anyway, you wouldn't believe how many people in this town leave their hinges to rust. Is that something the council is worried about? I didn't realize you had such an interest in hinges. Yeah, let's bring that up. Is this more to it than... Oh, it's not my interest in particular. Paul would like to institute a yearly check of all homes in Tassing. What do you think of the idea, Jorg? It does seem a bit nosy to me. Why not just let folks take care of themselves? What do you think of the idea, Jorg? Well, it's not a bad thing, but I don't see why we need to... What? I don't see why we need to make it official. I think it's just a real typo. Everyone in Tassing helps each other. As I see it, if someone notices a house in disrepair, we all pitch in to fix it. To do anything else would be unchristian. But if Paul wants to see it through, I'm happy to go along with it. Makes me feel useful, you know? Speaking of, I'd better get back to work. Nice to chat with you, Magna. See you later, Jorg. Here's the question, does... Like, the Peasant's ink, it doesn't run out as quickly, does it? Is that a sign that, like, they're doing a bit better? Or is it the same? I've just, like, fucking lost it. Alright, Veronica.
Hello, Magdalene. How is the mural going? I hope my husband hasn't been bothering you about it too much.
Is that a concern? No, the council has left me to work for the most part. What? The council has left me to work for the most part. Alright. I think Oates has something to do with that. Has he said anything to you about it? Is that a concern?
The council likes to meddle in things they ought to leave alone. My husband less so than some, but those men are all bad influences on each other. Now they're chattering on about a yearly check of the hinges on every door in town. Hinges? Who gives a damn if the hinges on our front door creaks?
They're just trying to keep the town in order. The council are just old men looking to feel important. To be fair, if your hinges creak, the door's integrity is at stake. Yeah, let's say that.
Yes, well, I don't need to check every door in my house every year like it's a feast day. If there's a creaky hinge, I'll hear it. Anyway, I think it's good of you to be working on the mural. I wish Artemis and Apollo would take interest in something like that. Speaking of, have you seen them around anywhere? I asked them to look after the chickens, but they've disappeared.
Lie. No, I haven't seen them around recently. They're catching frogs to stuff into the church tabernacle. Oh man, should we snitch again? Let's not snitch. Father Thomas? Fuck him! Get frogged on, Father Thomas! Get frogged on! No, I haven't seen them recently.
This town isn't that big. I don't know where they get to that I can't find them. Father Thomas says they're only so much trouble because I named them after Greek gods. He says those names have power, but I still like them. Besides, Apollo and Artemis were gods of virtues. If anything, they should be more well-behaved.
Names do have power, though. Maybe the spirits of the gods are affecting the twins. I don't think anything will stop the twins from going their own way in life. Artemis was the goddess of nature, Apollo was the god of music. Maybe the twins have hidden talents. Yeah, reactivity.
Are you suggesting I appeal to their Roman gods like patron saints?
Why not? If Father Thomas thinks names are so powerful, maybe this'll help. When you put it like that. Why not? If Father Thomas thinks names are so powerful, maybe this'll help.
How inspired. Maybe I will. That will get them all in line for a while. Anyway, I better go find those rascals. Good luck on the mural, Magdalene.
Thanks, Veronica. Until later. Hey, Clara.
Hello, Magdalene, dear. How are you? How's Klaus?
It's hard to know for certain. One day he seems well, and the next I can hardly understand his words. Neither of us is doing well. I'm having trouble coping with the stress. Dad's been hard to understand recently. Yeah, let's be upfront.
Oh, God. I will keep praying for you both. The both of you deserve the best. Life's been hard enough for you already. Please, let me know if you need any help around the house. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, thank you, Clara. That's very kind of you. I've been so busy in the Wrath House, I've let the house go a bit. I've never heard anyone so excited to do housework before. Let's say that.
Well, God knows I've gotten very good at it over the years. Besides, then we can chat and chatter makes chores pass quickly. With all my children up and grown and no husband to take care for anymore, I've got to make myself useful somehow.
Big Jorg is still in the house, though, isn't he? Why bother? You could spend your days relaxing instead of doing chores. Aren't you enjoying it? I heard that Peter was, well, crazy. Big Jorg is still in the house, though, isn't he?
Oh, yes, but he's a grown man with children of his own. He and Veronica are capable of caring for their own household now. Ava is taking care of Oates, and Ursula and Fabian have their own... What? Oh, Ava is taking care of Oates, and Ursula and Fabian have their own life together.
Right.
They don't need me anymore.
But isn't that a good thing? You sound sad.
Well, I suppose I am. I thank God that my children are all grown and prospering. But I do feel that there's something missing in my life. After so many years of tending to them and maintaining a home, I don't know what else to do.
I understand. I wouldn't know what to do if I couldn't keep working in the printing press. You could always find something new to do. Keep busy helping Gret in the bakery or something. God did give us a Sabbath to rest, you know. You could always find something new to do. Keep busy helping Gret in the bakery or something.
Jorg has been telling me to rest more, but you're right. I'd rather keep busy as long as there's life left in these old bones. Well, that's settled. I'll come over to help around the house soon, all right?
I'll see you then, Clara.
God bless you, Magdalene.
You can go upstairs. Let's have a look. Man. Been a while since we were up here. Table is still here, but there's now 2 seats, right? Okay. Sure. Let's head on down and around. Where does Ursula live again? Let's see. She's with Fabian. What's Fabian's name? Is Fabian a Zimmerman? Oh, whoops. People. Oh. Fabian... Roach? Couch? Huh. Okay. Where is Ursula as well? Oh, we don't have Ursula on here. Okay. Sure. Fair enough. What's all of our shit called again? Reformation. Magdalene read a wide range of contemporary books on the Reformation and Counter-Reformation. Right. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Well, I suppose when next we come back, maybe we actually still have a few more places to check in before we commit to investigating in a specific area. Right. Let's see. Tassing. Yeah, maybe like at Andreas's place. Yeah, maybe we've still got all this here in like Central Town. And maybe we should go check the northern area as well. Did we even check that since what happened to Klaus happened? I'm not sure that we did. Either way, when we're in the area, it should be quick and easy enough to do. Right? Okay. When next we come back, we're checking in on all that shit. Until next time, please take care of each other.